He was broke, angry, recently divorced, sleeping in a tent, so fed up with life, he did what most people only joke about. He wrote a letter to God. Not a sweet prayer, not a gratitude list, but a rage-filled, "Why is my life such a bleeping mess, and why the hell do you want from me?" type of letter. And to his surprise, God answered. Not with thunder or lightning, but with words. Quiet, clear, unmistakable. And what came through would not only change his life, but the way millions of people would understand theirs. That man was Neale Donald Walsch, the author of the Conversation with God book series that sold millions worldwide, which were inspired by these letters to God. But what Neale received wasn't just revelation. It was the essence of identity shifting through authenticity. The moment you stop living from your conditioning and start recreating yourself from your soul. And that's exactly what we're going to explore in this video. Identity shifting through authenticity. And we'll even do a brief embodiment practice so we can experience that viscerally. So here's what God told Neale in response to his letter. The purpose of life is to recreate yourself anew in the next golden moment of now into the grandest version of the greatest vision you ever had about who you are. Damn, that still gives me goosebumps every time I read it. The purpose of life is to recreate yourself anew in the next golden moment of now into the grandest version of the greatest vision you ever had about who you are. So think about it. The purpose of life is not really to find yourself, but is to create yourself consciously from truth. That is the quiet miracle available to us in every ordinary moment. But let's be honest, we're taught that the point of life is to be successful, or to stay safe, or to be impressive. But what if your soul doesn't care about being impressive? What if it simply longs to be expressed? That's the heart of identity shifting through authenticity, which really means that your soul isn't trying to upgrade you. It's trying to uncover you, to live through you without disguise. And every time you choose truth and authenticity over performance, you recreate yourself anew, just like Neale says. That's the soul's agenda. In another book of his called The Only Thing That Matters, Neale also says this: 98% of the world's people is spending 98% of their time on things that don't matter. Consider that. 98% of the world's people is spending 98% of their time on things that don't matter. Come on, don't tell me you don't feel there's a sliver of truth behind that, even for the biggest doubter out there. Because we tend to live our life based on metrics, followers, dollars in our bank account, achievement, validation, approval. But your soul doesn't speak in numbers. It speaks in becoming. So you might be thinking, okay, I get this. This sounds like great wisdom. But how do we stay aligned with our soul's agenda? So let's explore that briefly. I invite you, if you're in a position to do so, to take one slow breath with me right now. In through the heart. Out through the resistance. Just notice being here right now with your feet anchored to the floor. The breath in through the heart, the exhale out through the resistance. This is the cue for what remembering feels like. In his talks with God, Neale was given 4 magic questions of life, a compass to guide us back to our soul's agenda. They won't always give you quick answers. They won't always solve your problems. But they will realign you with what matters. Let's walk through them together slowly. You might even whisper the answers to yourself as you listen. Question number 1. Who am I? Not your name, not your job, not your wounds. You are a message of the universe, a temporary expression of something eternal. Question number 2. Where am I? You are in the realm of the spirit, where it comes to know itself through physical experience. Here on earth, where light learns to move through matter. Question number 3. Why am I where I am? Because as humans, contrast is our curriculum. You came here to remember your light in the places that have forgotten theirs. Question number 4. What is life inviting me to do about that? Not a year from now, not tomorrow, but now. Where you are, with what you have, in this moment, today. Let each question peel away another layer of pretending, of what's not really you, until only truth is left, until only the greatest expression of yourself is left. Beautiful work. But then came one more message from God to Neale, where God told him, I have sent you nothing but angels. Simple, humbling, but transformative. Think about that. God, the universe, the divine, whatever name you have for the source of all life, it has sent you nothing but angels. That person that broke you, that failure that haunted you, that disappointment you cursed, each was a disguised invitation, asking you, will you forget who you are, or will you remember? Every shadow in our lives is an angel in costume, asking to be seen through the eyes of truth. Every moment whispers the same question. Who are you choosing to be now? You don't have to fix yourself. You only have to recreate yourself again and again through authenticity. That's the real identity shift. Not pretending to be your future self, but allowing your soul's next vision to live through you. When we live that way, life stops testing us and starts collaborating with us. So take another breath. Feel that space around your heart. And ask yourself this final question that Neale recommends asking before thinking saying, or doing anything. What does this have to do with the agenda of my soul? Ask it before a big decision. Ask it when you feel overwhelmed. Ask it when you've done everything right and still feel off. What does this have to do with the agenda of my soul? Thanks for sharing this space with me today. And I'd love to know how this experience went for you. If something in this video moved you, please share in the comments one word that represents the version of you that your soul is ready to become. Thanks for being here with me today. I'll see you in the next video. Stay connected to your soul. Much love.